The lxora originally lived in the mountains and streams of South China, coexisting with other species. Its naturally thick leaves, long flowering period, and strong adaptability. This genetic advantage is humans to choose it and bring it from the mountains to every thoroughbred in the city. But has this kind of greening truly established connections between us as nature? You have probably wondered, with so much exhaust, flames, and dust in the city, why does it all accumulate in the sewers?
Because these flowers have evolved to have thick leaves and they have a waxy layer, so they can exhaust fumes, and so cities transplant these flowers in a large scale because of this adaptation.
This waxy layer is the first adaptation using psychological modifications to combat urban pollution. They have been printed into neat round shapes, and lots of people ask whether this affects their growth.
會啊，呢種花好特別，你越剪佢反而會生得越快。開花同埋開花開得多，城市就係會鍾意佢呢種超剪越新嘅特色。
In order to make the city landscape neat, gardeners cut the canals into uniform spheres. Each printing is instructions, cutting off the top one by one, and the side shoots will grow explosively. As a result, it stopped growing taller, but its flower rate increased exponentially, and it took on the form of one bowl after another.
Cities plant them in standardized flower groups. The fruits cannot sketch outward, so he changed his strategy, inward, downward, and circled. This kind of root entanglement is the method of adapting to spaces. He used this kind of underground compromises in exchange for the qualification of staying in the city on the ground. But this kind of adaptation makes it completely isolated from the natural soil. It has successfully adapted to all the city's constraints, pollution, planning, and spaces. But this success has several connection to the original ecosystem, just like there are few pollinators in the city, and the sexual reproduction is nearly zero when it transfers and adapts to the city. Thus, the urban lxora is entirely propagated by the urban environment, genetically uniform and completely detached from the natural ecological cycle. It adapted to the city but lost the nature. The lxora traded wildness for the urban dominance. The story tells us that the urban greening is not ecological. True nature is connection, not decoration. When we praise a plant's adaptability, perhaps we should ask ourselves how much of the true nature does the city